Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Down here for this offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down. Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball. It's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's looking deep here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Crosses the 45. He's got enough for the first down and still going. An explosive play. Big game. Spotted down near the 37.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he scores. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then end a pick. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Catch is made. Room to run here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
He'll try a pass here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State. Might have to try the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. See if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding, and here comes the penalty mark.
What are y'all doing?
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to throw it deep. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
What great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Silva. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where they'll start the drive. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They had it going in the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quick throw caught on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
The key on a 3rd down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. And looking to throw now on 1st down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn and your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
And the Nittany Lions are on the move here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Nittany Lions will crank up the tempo. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down?
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Quarterback drops back. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come.
Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
When the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards in field position. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Powerful running here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Okay, it's third down after that run. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Slides to avoid the big hit. It is first and goal, and a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. And the single back takes the handoff.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Second down and goal. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State. And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
PAT puts them up 3. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. No Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's got it.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Take it down, but not before it makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
8th play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. We'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he released it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. The game is now tied.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Silva. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Backed up to the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and long. And the back now goes in motion. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pass caught. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's complete downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And now the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. And they stopped him, but not before. An explosive play moves the ball all the way to the 32. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. That puts them on top in the second half. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the return man steps out at the 28. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's a wide open receiver, complete. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver wide open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
Bringing it out, it's Silva. And he's out of bounds at the 25, where we would have been if he'd just taken a knee. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice game.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And out for the first, but still going. QB breaking away. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset or controller. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback. Is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And the Nittany Lions come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's running out of time here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
A sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
He's moving out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert, come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. Runs right over the defender. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. On the run, it's Sampson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They'll hand it off. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. Well, the teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this. Really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And at 1st down, they go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can hit you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On third down, it's a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they jump back in front.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The and he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And the interception will do it as the defense holds on to preserve the victory. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.